Alright, Shalom, first fruits, let's give all praise, honor, and glory.
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahusha, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
Let's give double honors to the Father, every great millstone that can say Shalom to the elect, that keep the word out to the faith and sincerity. And yeah, we must get back out here, man, to prophesy, man. What else can we do but to prophesy, man? Let's get 2 15, start at the top.
What we got? It's in water. Oh, that's it. I propose it.
You got it. 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So Yahweh have gave us the authority to decree these events that take place upon the planet Earth, man. You know, that's why the scripture says, behold, because it's going to give upon the time when you're going to actually see these things take place, man. You got it. Verse 2, in 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Faithful and true, yes. These words are true. As a matter of fact, somebody get Psalm 19. And verse 7, and somebody also gets stated in verse 19. These are true sayings, man.
They're not reading the paper of the Quran. They're not reading the book of the dead. They're not reading in the article. You know what I'm saying? It's the fucking magazine. No, it's written in the Holy Bible. All right? And the true testament of the High Bible. It was written. You know?
He said, because Lord, he don't give us suggestions. You know, his advice, yeah. That's why he's speaking on that commandment, because everything that's said is actually happens. Even the word no, the Lord say no, you're going to see it put out through a scenario, man. That's how put out these words are. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. Let's start at 10. Verse 10. For as the rain coming down, guess what? This is a doctrine that comes from on high. Guess what? Especially doesn't use the rain of this message. The rain gonna come.
That's just scripture manner. The rain from heaven. Yep. The Lord have, you know what I'm saying, gave us a blessed couple of weeks. Yep. That's what I'm saying, follow with our prophets. All that. Seeds that matter. Yep. You got it out.
And the snow from heaven and returneth not thither. Yep, Isaiah 55 and 10. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven. So if the rain coming down, so this rain is coming from on high. That's why the Yahweh said, my doctrine is not mine, but he is that sent me. Good come from above, man. That's why it says the word of the king, there's power, man. So this is not our word. That's why we just start off saying the 15th chapter. I will put my words in thy mouth. So when I said, as the rain comes high, you got it. And return it not thither. And return it not thither. So anyway, the word's not coming back wrong. You know, that's why it tells you also when everything is summed up, when you read Revelation 7, 8 to 4 out of 5, he said it is done. So the Lord, everything the Lord says is gonna happen, man. Right. You know, you got it, man. But watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth and bud. So it's gonna water the earth, meaning what? It's gonna cause things to grow. It's gonna make things happen. Yeah, you're gonna speak it into existence. Right. So you keep saying family, now you seeing it. You keep saying concentration camps, now you seeing it. You know, lockdown. And we, the MOTV, and you seeing it actually taking place. We making these things come to existence. Isaiah 42. I think it's verse 9. Something like that. So these guys, you declare first and let you know if it's out by the shot. Lord's not going to start at first.
Isaiah 42, verse 8. I am the Lord, that is my name. It's like, I am the Lord, Yahweh Shai, that is my name. In my glory will I not give to another.
And how the Lord is glory? Through his judgments. It's not going to be given to them. See, when everything, when the smoke clear, the dust settles. You ain't going to say Buddha did. You ain't say Sweet Jesus did. Allah, whoever you say. Why?
Either my praise to graven images.
Yep.
Behold, the former things will come to pass.
Behold, the former things will come to pass. Mean what? The flood. That was actually declared before it actually took place. And the Lord put a name on it. He said, Yahweh Shai gonna do it. Yeah, it's Son of the Lord. Put a name on it. He said, Yahweh Shai gonna do it. Every nation that took place on the earth, Yahweh Shai put a name on it. Even though you do everything else, there's certain things that stands out. The Lord lets you know it was him. Right. Especially certain downfall of America. Yahweh Shai is well known. It's him that's doing it, man. That's why he's not going to give you glory to another. That's why these things are being declared before hell. So when they hell, what else conclusion can you come to, man?
That's why I want to say,
That's it. That's it. You know? Continue, man.
Isaiah 42 and 9, behold, before they spring forth, I tell you
before they spring forth, before it grows into its perfection, you're going to be told that. So when they have to be clear arguments of how my spells have. Go back to Isaiah 55. Read that again.
Second Edges, chapter 9, verse 1.
That's it.
He answered me then and said, measure down the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the size past, which I have told you before.
Yeah, and so this is how we measure the times. Through the sayings. I think that's in Daniel. It tells you that he read the books to measure the captivity. Something along that line. So this is how you measure time. Scriptures, man. And that's why I tell you in the book of Thessalonians that there's a time of season where it's there. Jesus told you, man. Because these events are being made known to them that this is the season when these things are going to take place. You got something.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 4. And the Lord has sent unto you all his servants and prophets, rising early and sending them.
Hey, rising early means diligently. We just not doing this in casual 3 times as we feel like doing. We adamant about this, man.
If we weren't adamant, we wouldn't be in a situation that we embrace up. In the rain, but see, guess what? This is our reasonable service, man. This is our reasonable service, man. Like the brother say, man, this ain't shit, man.
That's the ordinances of the Lord.
That's it. That's it.
It's like the sun gotta come up.
That's it.
Gotta do his thing. Hey, it gotta fall under the ordinances of God. That's why the witness time for the word of the Lord is sent forth.
I'll see. It's like it all Hebrews 12 chapter. Hebrews 12 real quick.
Look at Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witness, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which do so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
And that's what we doing right now, man. We laying the way we feel, we laying all of that aside, man. And we enduring, man. You know what I'm saying? How much love say? All right? Because, hey, what Yahweh Shai did for us, man, this ain't compared. We all know Romans 8 and 18, man. To the glory that should be revealed in us. Right? So what that means? That means what? The things that we going through, the small things, minute things that we going through right now, it can't be compared, man.
He brought us through. He brought us out of darkness and our life.
Right, brother.
So you gotta put that to in perspective.
That's right.
You know?
And guess what? How did he do that? He didn't just do it like just by speaking. He had to show action, man.
Right.
All right? Matter of fact, we're gonna keep reading this. Go ahead.
Hebrews 12 verse 2.
And that's beautiful that you said that. He brought us out of the darkness, man, to the light. But it was a ransom that he had to pay to be able to do that, man.
Everything got to take place.
Right.
Like, no, going to Christianity, they want to have it now, or you know, it's a set time. No, everything has to take, you know what I'm saying, set time for you.
Right, and it takes its time. That's right.
That's it.
In its time.
Yeah, it's due time, right?
That's right. Go ahead up.
Book of Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai.
So why I brought this out is you're supposed to look into Yahweh Shai, man. Like I always said through the spirit, man. You know, when you going through your episode, going through your little thing. You know what I'm saying? Consider Yahweh Shai, man.
It's not the apostle turn up,
man. So that means everything gonna turn up, man. Everything gonna turn up.
The last year was the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Going to Jesus, right? Facing the day of our coming of our Lord.
Right.
So guess what? And everybody named Mama know. Or look putting the hood turn. Everybody named Mammy know. Yahweh Shai coming back.
Right. That's right, bro.
You know?
Because what? Matthew the 24th chapter is being fulfilled, man.
That's right.
This gospel is going throughout the four winds of the earth, right, bro. And then the end shall come. That's why we're seeing everything come to a climax, man. Go ahead up.
The book of Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2. Looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher.
And this is what we're supposed to do. Look into Yahweh Shai, the author, meaning what he authored, what the fuck we gonna go through now, man. And the what?
And finisher.
That's what that brings on perfection.
Yep,
when you finish something.
Yep.
So Yahweh Shai is the perfection of what we're trying to reach.
Right,
so he's the author and the perfecter or the finisher, go ahead.
Of our faith.
Of our faith, man. We showing our faith by our works. That's why I'm bringing this out, man.
That's why
what we're doing right now.
Yahweh Shai said it was done.
Look at the word.
So when Yahweh Shai said it was done, that was it.
That's right. Perfection.
That was perfection. Because that's how the Lord had to bring us back to Yahweh, man.
Beautiful,
He
man.
said it was done, man. Bring on in, bro. That's all we gotta do to endure. You know what I'm saying? That's all we gotta do, man. That's why I'm praising here right now. That's why we gotta live for this. Because Yahweh Shai was the ultimate sacrifice, man. You know? You gotta know, bro.
No, God, like you said, he's the ultimate sacrifice, man. When John seen him where, he was like, behold, the Lamb of the Most High that was brought forth to take the sin out of the world. But how did he take the sin out of the world? Being the author and the finisher, man. Go ahead.
I got the blue letter for the word finisher. G 5051 teletext. And it goes to the first biblical use, a perfecter. And second, one who has his own person.
It says a perfecter, man. You got it up. Hey, this level perfecter.
You got the doctor here talking about in the law is the word to solidify your salvation. Yeah, that's a level of perfection. If you're able to fulfill the duty of the commandments, that's a level of perfection. That's documented in the scripture. Then you have a level of perfection as it concerns understanding. You can have a perfect understanding of something. But then there's a perfection, a level of perfection will come with finishing, man. That's why one of the clauses in the contract is he that endure to the end. He shall be saved. He shall be saved. So that's a level of being perfect in the eyes of the Lord. That's why I said the author and the finisher, perfecter. Yahweh Shai perfected the walk that we have embarked on. Go ahead, that's a lot.
Finish it up. Start from the top. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. Look at
Yeah, because it's gonna go, hey, man, Yahweh Shema shot. We about to go into a heavy scene in the throne.
That's it.
You think this just a game? You just come out and just, lawn chair. No, this is a sense of urgency, man.
That's it.
Yahweh Shema shot about to move on America. You gotta remember, the Lord been threatening Esau since Genesis the 4th chapter, man. So now we're in the time where the Lord about to act on it.
That's right.
That's why we out here, man.
Right.
And you hear that siren keep going, you like, fuck. It's something for that. You keep hearing that siren.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead,
Look at Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2.
Somebody get 2 Ezra 15, chapter 16.
Look at Yahweh shall the author and finisher
Look at Yahweh Shah, the author and finisher. You do that.
of our faith, who for the joy that was set for him.
That's why we are, man. We need to look at this previous time right now.
Yeah.
We need to past this shit.
We world beyond.
That's the world beyond. We looking for the joy that's we need to get it up.
Hebrews 12, verse 2. Look at until Yahweh shall the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him.
So we got the mind of a Mashiach. So in having mind of a Mashiach, we got to come out here, like the brother said, in season and out of season, because we're looking at the joy that is set before us. Meaning we're looking past our current situation right now, man. That's having the mind of a Mashiach, man.
Hey, that's First Peter 4:1. It said, it's on First Peter 4:1. It say, what? It say, get it really quick. It say, Yahweh Shah. It's speaking about having the same mind as Yahweh Shah.
Yep, like
That's it.
First
Guys, get it out real quick.
we got it.
Here, 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as a Mashiach have suffered for us in the flesh.
Yeah, so a Mashiach has suffered for us in the flesh. That's why he was the that's why he is the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
When we read the book of Hebrews, the 10th chapter, it tells us what? He had a body that was made for sacrifice, man.
Yeah.
That's why he was written in the volume of the book, man.
Yeah.
Everything that the book said about Yahweh Shah, he fulfilled that.
That's right.
That's why he perfected.
That's right.
See? That's why we out here, man, because we trying to reach perfection.
That's the good. Watch what it say now. Watch what it say now.
It say, arm yourselves likewise.
See, arm yourselves likewise, man. So that's having the mindset of a Mashiach, man. Go ahead,
You did it. You did it. You did it. Arm yourselves likewise. You did it. You said it.
That's it.
So we gotta have that same ambition. We gotta have that same motive. We gotta have the same motivation. We gotta have the same strive.
If you want to be joint heirs, that's it, man. Hey, and it's speaking when the brother said want to be joint heirs. And if you want to be joint heirs, the scripture also tell you if you're gonna reap with the glory, hell, you gotta take upon the cross and reap the sufferings too. Hell, that's an unbalanced, man. That's abomination to the Most High. How the hell you gonna reach good? Like what did Job tell his wife? You gotta say it. You know? What did he tell you?
Well, that's a 2 Ezra 7. If you not past the danger.
See, that's it. Right there.
Come on, man. Pass through the danger that's set before.
Come on, man.
They changed stuff to that, though. They changed stuff to that.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro.
It's a different because Christianity puts this motherfucking narrative that everything is good. Woo, woo, woo. Then when time comes and shit out of luck. No. The Lord has sent the prophet out here to warn your ass.
That's right.
Because it's not all good.
Yep.
Christianity put that narrative as it's good. No, sir. You got danger. So what happened without the storm? Nothing happened before the storm. When the storm coming in, everything's what? Good. You got peace. What happened before war? Everything after war be what? Peace. It'll be good. Before war, it's all right, okay. You know what I'm saying? When the war comes, everything is peace. Oh, man. You don't have to have that, man.
Romans 8:17, and if children and heirs of the Most High.
If children, then guess what? When you read Ecclesiastes chapter 2, and verse 1, it tells you, my son, All right. Now when you go into that word children, it goes back to what? Son. All right, bun.
Yep.
All right, sons. They're not really children, but it goes back into son, bun, right? So you being what? Made a son. How do you be made a son? What is Isaiah 48:10 tells you, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. That's how you being made a son. So that's why Ecclesiastes does. Chapter 2 and verse 1 tells us, my son, if, that's the key, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for salvation.
You want to be a part of
That's
it?
it, bro. It's about, you going to have to suffer, bro.
It's a part of the sacrifice. Shit. First of all, the Lord told you from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? When you're going to the pocket for a second Ezra, or that Ecclesiastes 2 and 1, he said, what? If thou come to serve the Lord, what?
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
He told you off the muscle.
But see, the thing is, that's how you be made a son. All right, through the chastisement. You,
He loves who we chastise, man. Saying that, this is a part of chastisement right here.
And that's why we got the Hebrews 12 chapter. Because this is us looking past the current situation. Having in mind,
It goes to endurance. Yeah, made hard.
That's it. You
want to do it.
That's it.
Get your ass out there.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
You hear me?
My son, spies not casting on the Lord.
So there you go again. It start off with what? That's the separation. My son. See? It didn't say, hey, you. Hey, him. It says, my son. See, so this is how you being made a son. That's it, huh? That's it. That's it. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way to work.
That's it. That's it. You said it right.
You can't even go child at the house. They can call motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When the Lord said what? For the rod, what? For the child. You know the what? Discipline. Was it right? It was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord loves and chastises me, man.
That's it. I'm about to break it apart. That's it.
So you have to go through something in order to what? To receive something.
That's it. That's it.
You know? That's what we're doing right now.
Brought out earlier. In the front. Right? You got to face the danger. See what I'm saying?
How can one receive the city?
That's it.
Unless he face not the danger that's set before.
See what I'm saying? That's it. You got to be tested first, man. Trial of your faith.
Well, that's Revelation the 3rd chapter.
Right.
Well, the Lord said that's the trial. Yeah, the Lord said speaking about the hour of temptation. That's just try the world, man. Oh, now think about 2/3 of our people right now. If the hour of temptation come upon them right now, they got on phone.
Yeah, they're going to fall.
But us, going through what we going through, going with it, we be made an example. They what?
Yeah.
We executed that. Lord made us prevail. Because why? We already tried. We already had the faith in the
But right now, like you said, like you're saying right now, we're going through that trial period right now. See, that's why Isaiah 48:10 said, I have not chosen thee in the furnace of adversity. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it says, I have not tried thee as silver is tried, but I have chosen thee in the furnace. Meaning what? I have not put you in the actual fiery furnace, but the fiery furnace that I have chosen for you is for you to be tried. For you to go through hell. That's why Hebrews the 12th chapter tell us, consider Yahweh Shai. Because you're going to go through it. But why are you being put to this? To be made a son. To be made draws free.
Because he gonna put more on it than what I'm saying.
The scripture also say this. He gonna try you, but he gonna try you to a level to where he ain't gonna put more on you to bear, and he gonna make a way out. He gonna make a way out.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Yeah, that's it. So get it. Hey, the things that we go through, right? A person in the world will be like, oh, God damn, you praising that God, you praising that, he's your intimate, but you can, there you go, but you catching hell. Damn. And then, want you and die. Yeah, man, somebody get that.
Well, hold on. His response was driven by what? Well, that's why he said, should we not receive only the good? Yeah. I mean, he understood.
Joe knew what he had put his hand to.
Hey, look, that's an example to us, though, bro.
That's right.
When our women fuck up against us,
but see,
we gotta cut their ass with the motherfucking stuff.
Right, but see, then that let you know that what did King Solomon say? I have tried 1,000 among men.
I'm not saying not one on the ring.
Right, and he found one. Right.
On the ring. Yeah. Right, bro. So when our woman fuck up against us, we really gotta cut their ass with the scripture. Cause I'm big true. When I be doing my thing, my woman said I be beating her with the scriptures because she knows, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause everything we go through always needs scripture. Because guess what? What I go by, what I live by, that's my life.
Stability of that time.
So, I don't give a damn. Yeah. And guess what? At the end of the day, I'm going according to what the scripture. So I'm gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Cause I want you to get right. That's how we gotta live, bro.
That's what I'm offering.
Yep, that's how we gotta live, man. Everything going according to the scriptures, man. Everything going according to the scriptures, bro.
Let me just explain. This is John 15 and 14. Ye are my friends. Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Woo!
Right. So what? We been made friends, man.
Yep.
And can I say, friend, we know as a brother, right? That goes into an ally, right?
Yep.
So you got to understand, we're about to go into very dark times, and you're gonna either be on this side of the fence or on this side, right? And you want to be a friend, an ally. Somebody get Wisdom of Solomon 7:14. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's Sirach 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Right. So that applies right before the Lord. You're gonna be proved before you become a friend of your how about yourself. You gotta be made. You gotta be trusted. Lord Scripture speaks about wisdom.
Yeah, that's
She try you until
That's right.
until she can trust you, man.
Yep.
You don't let anybody in your house.
Yep.
I mean, are not we coming into the courts of your how about Shemel?
Yep.
The house of David.
Yep.
He let a nigga in, he got his Timberlands up. You said, man, somebody get this nigga out of here. Nigga Timberland. You always late, you should be asleep. You hear a bag of chips open. No, man. You gotta be tried to see if you possess the etiquette to dwell with this is the royal court, man. See? Yeah, go ahead, read that. And you're gonna be tried. Right. Hey, because the reward is so great. Man, you can't even fathom. You can't comprehend. We can't wrap our mind around the things that your house outside prepare, man. You will never get sick again. Let's start with that. Because you can appreciate it now. You got the nasty coffee. I'm all in now. You tell the picture to me, you know what? Over here, you will never get that coffee again.
You gotta worry about no shit. You ain't gotta never worry about that, man.
That's right. Yeah, go ahead,
This Sirach 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Yep.
Be not hasty to credit him.
Woo!
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Right. Yeah. Because you have a motherfucker that's cool to come out when it's all good. You down with your house shot when everything working in your favor. But when Esau began to close in on you with them troops, they might ask you some shit. You're affiliated with the ministry of your house. You know, they got paperwork. You know, you're administrated with the house of David. That mother be like, oh, I was just out there with my cousin. Hey, but see, this is the process. Are you willing to walk away from family if need be? Are you willing to walk away from a job? Do you understand what's before you?
Right.
Hey, because Yahweh Shah was pitching this like a business proposal when you really go into it. You don't prove that when you go to Matthew the 19th chapter. Remember when Peter said, what we gonna have? The Yahweh Shah said, look, whoever gave up whatever you're gonna have, you're gonna sit on the throne, you're gonna get the hundredfold. That's somebody's pitching this business to you. Like, yeah, get with this, then the benefits is gonna, yeah, man. That's why he said, look, become fishers of men. I'm gonna make you fishers of men. This labor right here will set you off on a quest to rule over the universe. The nigga don't even know what's past the next block. Real talk, in the real talk, you and your body and your weakness, you squinting your eyes. Right? So guess what? The Lord has promised us reign and jurisdiction throughout the universe. That's the St. John the 14th chapter. Yeah, go ahead, huh? That was it on it?
One more.
It says, and there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife would discover thy reproach.
Yep.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
In thy affliction, yeah, because even when you go into Yahweh Shah, it tells you how he was made poor.
Yeah.
And it goes bigger than him just being a carpenter, even though we know that was a lucrative business. Why? Because in his past life, he was Yahweh Shah, Solomon, man. So he went from that realm with gold everywhere to, in the New Testament, it tells you how the Lord made the statement, Son of Man have nowhere to rest his head. So who's going to continue in his affliction? The scriptures say, Yahweh Shah said that, continue in his temptations with him. Go ahead, come on, yeah.
This 2 Corinthians 8:9, for ye know the grace of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, that thou, though he was rich, yet by your sakes he became poor, that ye through his poverty might be rich.
Right, through his poverty might be rich. And we're rich now through this word, first and foremost. That's in Romans the 11th chapter. But Yahweh Shah set up on that mission. Boy, that's what we've been knocking on all night. Second Ezra, the 7th chapter. That path, that narrow path, Yahweh Shah set up on that path before we did. So we got to follow those steps. Now we understand we can't walk in his shoes. John the Baptist said that. I can't lace up his lace. Right. So, but his threshold with pain was bigger than ours. Why? He have a bigger lot. So the Lord ain't gonna put that much on us, but nevertheless, we're still following that path. All right, come on, give me that wisdom. All right, come on.
Wisdom Solomon chapter 3, verse 4. Having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
Yeah, that's dealing with us. We have been a little chastised. How do we know we've been a little chastised? The author of innocence. The Lord was scourged, he was homeless, he was there was scandal surrounding the Lord. Betrayal. Motherfuckers was coming together trying to figure out a way to bring up charges against Yahweh Shah, man. Right. Lord would catch a pure hell. So we catching a little, this is a little chastisement compared to that, man.
Our temptation is the pain.
Yeah, it comes. And everybody gonna have their own personal hour.
Testimony.
Matter of fact, give me that real quick in 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, starting at the 10th verse. Hey, the Spirit got us going into this, man, because why? We about to go into a very dark time. Right. Everybody gonna be faced with that personal hour of temptation, that Garden of Gethsemane moment. You ain't gonna have a brother in the chat room. That's gonna be your personal relation, you're gonna be introduced to Yahweh Shah, man. Yeah. Go ahead, huh? Is it 1 Corinthians 3? Is that it? Yeah, the dates of the class. Yeah, the 10th verse. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 3 and 10. All right, come on. Keep reading. Watch it.
It says, for the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace has he tried them and received them as a burnt offering.
Right, as gold in the fire, the Lord has tried us. Hey, because everybody gonna be tried. That's why the scripture speaks about your works being tried, whether what sort of work it might be. Whether you gold, silver, what was the other one? Stone, wood, stubble. In that case, you're gonna be quickly subdued. But you have to be gold. You have to be built like that. Hey, because it's gonna yeah. It's good.
They say how to go become what? film.
Yep.
Ooh. Got to go because film.
And as you think about it, like every person who are not built like that, they're not going to be able to endure.
They're not.
That's why we are prisoners of hope. We pray that Yahweh designed us to fall in the light of being elect. Yeah, like a wise. Yeah. All right, come on, hold on. This real quick. All
Y2.
All right, let's look at 1 Corinthians.
Hey, because again, man, we're about to go into some very troublesome time. That's in the scripture. That's why, yeah, the ministry is not as welcoming as many might think. Yeah. Yeah, mother thing, you got Bible, and that's your future. You know? Oh, yeah.
I love God.
You think it's some kind of, you know, hang out in a benefit. Niggas slide you $20 at the end of each session. Something, man, niggas think in your crazy mind. No, when you come into this, you've been enlisted in war. Right? It's the ultimate mental game over here. Everything on the center around decision making. That's why scriptures emphasize wisdom, man. You think we got this to have a debate? Like you got them supplier niggas in. They know the scriptures, but you can see, and I actually saw in the coming boy, the guy said, I think y'all should debate. Everybody niggas said, boy, like, I can't put this nigga on the scale, like the football team. You should put George on the scale. So you're going to see when that comfortability is taken away, you're going to see where it's all going to boil down to having a sound reason.
Yeah, because like you say, you said, no, prophet in the word. Right, no, this is like count. Oh, this is like count. This is like plus talking. We're telling you the warning, the different there we have by somebody. We're telling you what's fast and the person is coming.
Right.
Chicago ain't telling you what's coming.
Yeah.
They ain't warning you on the mark of the beast, the R5 They're not warning you on Jacob Trump, the famine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The R5 shit. They ain't warning you.
Niggas trying to convince you that they can somehow keep the law.
What? What the fuck is that got to do with it? You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to convince us. See, technically, we could keep the law. Nigga got, then you look like a nigga, you look like June, you got on a fitted hat. It just don't sit well with us, man.
What the scripture say? You gotta rehearse it. Like, really?
But why wouldn't you, like the brother said, why wouldn't you brief the people on what's about to happen? The famine.
Why would you warn them?
Yeah, because you're not a prophet. And that's the Lord dealing with prophets in his lifetime, man. Which he always dealt with. Yeah, the Lord ain't dealing with lawyers and bribes. I mean, you know what I mean? Like experts in the law. Like, I was came and cut all that, man. Yeah, Matthew the 22nd chapter, God went right in the reincarnation. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 6:30. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord have rejected them.
Right, so we got the right to assess you and make a judgment call. So you know what? You ain't right. Because the Lord rejected you, man.
Yep. I looked up the word reprobate, and it means an unprincipled person. Woo. A sinner who is not of the elect, and is predestined to damnation.
Close up on that. Read that definition again. They might be in jail, man.
This is reprobate in the New Oxford American Dictionary. An unprincipled person.
Right.
A sinner who is not of the elect.
Woo!
That's what that guy was just saying earlier, man. You're not being reasonable.
Yeah.
You're not being reasonable.
Oh, well, Calvin is not of the elect. we gonna go out and say that's a prophecy. It's a prophesy. Calvin gonna be destroyed, man. That nigga was driven by,
And the bitch might be an Edomite.
he could be Stephen. I'm talking about the one from that nigga was driven by.
Yeah, man, boy.
But hey, you know what? He was playing a role in the movie, man. He had to do that. See, the guy said, hey, don't tell him what he could
Think about it, man. All the previous weeks, it was never none of that, man.
Hey, that's why we was getting, getting tested too.
That's it.
Mainly. That's what we think about it, man. That's why the Spirit had us, try to stay in a certain spirit. Yeah, all right, go ahead.
A sinner who
Well, and you guys that have taken the responsibility to yourself to teach Israel, this applies to you. And you notice, right, it said they are not of the elect. So we're dealing with two extremes now. There's not no gray area. The Lord ain't making it where you got to think twice. It's like, oh, either you with us or you against us. Yeah, hot or cold. That's it, Doc. Go ahead.
a sinner who is not of the elect and is predestined to damnation.
Come on, man. Very, very heavy, man. We're predestined. That means we can't convince them. You can't convince them to take the fitted hat off. Yeah, he has set off on the quest to damnation. And the Lord sent them off on it. Remember them old cuts, they twist on his back.
Yeah. You got to walk in this shit. Yeah. Your line that way, my line that way. Yeah. Niggas predestined.
Yeah. The Lord wrote your destiny.
Exactly. That's why you want to drive high.
That's it.
Well, they ain't gonna represent the predestined. So what the Lord chooses. That's why I said you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. You see that? All this is what the Lord works, man. Right. Everything we doing is looking out by some shot.
Right. This is Romans 11:7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for?
Hey, Israel is a spiritual people, man. Israel is on a search. Yep. But the thing is about this is the truth that is hidden in plain sight, man. Ooh, I don't give a damn how much you try to search, if it ain't predestinated for you to have it, hey, you ain't gonna get it, man. That's treasure map. That's that spiritual map. Hey, man, we have people stand up here, you know what I'm saying, and we can sit here and break it down to the least common denominator. This motherfucker still gonna buck up. Yeah. He's still gonna say, but hold up, what if you say, where your friends is at, though? You know what I'm saying? Come on, no way we can convince you. You know, Israel, hey, people that ain't predestinated, like the brother read a beautiful definition, that's cold. That's cold, man. If you predestinated for destruction, I don't give a damn. You could be good as gold. You could be good as gold. That's why the Lord said, who can deliver him out of my hand? That's it. The deceiver and you bust up your mind. No, Lord, don't kill him. No. That can't happen. That butt's too high. The arms too short. The butt's too high. It's just like on that movie we always slang about Final Destination. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what you that's so did. You was already predestinated to make this step, for this to fall, for that to go that way. The microwave, you trip over the road, hit the bucket, get the cup and the simple, and spark a fire. You know what I'm saying? They try to like stop. Go ahead. They always That was in Italy. Yeah. You don't remember at the end when the sign went in Italy? Yeah. It's supposed to stop, remember? They thought they beat it. Yeah. They're not having the tea. You don't remember the truck crossed the street? The truck ran into the... Yeah, bro, so what I'm saying is if you predestinated or if you're allotted, you know what I'm saying, for these certain footsteps, that's what it's going to be. Read that again, bro. Right, bro.
This is Romans 11:7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for?
Yeah, so he's seeking. Think about it. But he's not allotted to obtain it. And Israel is seeking for relief. Beautiful. Like, because they ain't necessarily got to say they seeking for Yahweh shot. A nigga seeking for a record contract or a basketball contract so that they can have relief under this continuous oppression. You got to say they call it soul. Yes.
That's not it. It's not it according to what he's seen. They can only see so far in America. He can't see.
He's not in that realm. He don't. Oh my goodness. He viewing things. He don't have the lenses adjusted. Yeah, the only thing he can come up with is the next grandmother and shit.
Yeah, he watching that interview. Talking to them and shit. You know, now, God inspired this nigga to be a rapper rapping about drugs.
Yeah, that nigga, Jesus Christ. Let's go right here.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why they're driven by the Sincerely lost. Yeah, see that could have easily been, but it's sincerely lost. Nigga was in MS-13, man. That dude who put hands on you. Dance and shit. Bullshit. Go ahead, bro. Y'all finish that Romans off. Come on, yeah. Look at the precept, go ahead.
But the election have obtained it.
So the election, man, those that was allotted, those that the opposite of what the brother read in the definition, those that were predestinated in Ephesians, the first chapter, for the blood of Yahweh Shai to cover them from the beginning, man. Really, those are the first fruit of Yahweh Shai's body.
Hey, them having spirits. Because in this time, they're going to escape.
You see that shit?
That's why the scriptures say, then you can know who my soul is. Yeah, you don't know how special the elect is. The Lord's going to show you.
Hey, that's why he tell us when you go into the I think it's 19 chapter, pray and watch that for the state.
Kind of word to escape.
You got to be kind of word to escape. So all these things going to come hand and I'm doing what?
Praying that we are numbered amongst them.
Oh, okay.
1 Thessalonians 5 verse 9. For the Most High has not appointed us to wrath.
Woo, scary. When you read that, you pay attention. That proves that there's a power that controls your destiny. He said he has not appointed you to wrath. That means he said, you know what? I'm appointing you to leaving and wrapping your car around a telephone pole. Right. I'm going to appoint your little girl to get shot with a straight bullet. But I'm going to appoint you to eat when the famine settle on the planet Earth. I'm going to appoint you to escape the advances of Esau, the sword. I'm going to appoint you to escape the COVID. Or Salaki. You can't say that shit. You can't fuck Esau. You put it out here, and I can't tell the people. Hey, we need you outside. I can't tell them motherfuckers there's a lion over there. You let the lion out, and I can't tell, baby. So let me just tell them there's a lion out there.
We're going to say some down. Nothing.
I got to play it off.
Hey, if I may add, that's why the scriptures say I become your enemy.
Because I tell you the truth. Hey, well, the Lord going to allow the elect to escape that nasty cough. Oh, which they said that the COVID, they say it leaves you. What's like your Omarion, the Omarion.
Why is the Omarion?
Yeah, well, they say you're permanent, your respiratory system is permanently damaged. Yeah. Well, them bitches keep coming up with new shit.
Yeah, it's like every
It's like Batman
And Rob.
turn. You know,
Come on, look, think about it though, bro. We were growing up in the world. Chicken pie.
Yep.
Come on, man, don't get scared by this shit.
And Esau put a splash. But what you gotta remember though, Scripture speaks about the pestilences. Esau gonna accommodate that.
He put a little more into it.
Yeah, that's why you got the CDC. Yeah, the CDC got bottled.
Hey, real quick, hey, the Most High ain't gonna use the prophets to put forth a disease because that's not the tool that was predestinated for that act.
Yeah.
He gonna use the cancer.
Bullets come out of guns.
You know, there you go. He gonna use the cancer to make a fucking gun to bring bullets forth.
I heard 16 before.
Go ahead, get it.
Yeah, cut. Then we're gonna finish that.
All right, go ahead.
I got some. Go ahead.
I got this quick. Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 9, going into Security. And if the prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, I, Yahweh, have deceived that prophet. And I will stretch.
That's heavy. Because the scripture say what? What is that? I the prophet. Read it again, brother.
Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived.
So if that prophet, that foreseer or foresayer be deceived, go ahead.
When he has spoken a thing.
When he has spoken a thing, meaning what? You putting that poison forth out of your tongue, because the power of a prophet is what? Through his word.
That's right.
Because he's the mouthpiece of the Most High.
What's that? Who was that?
the prophet who the Lord sent.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you got it. Brother already know.
Yeah, I got it. Go ahead, Op. Yeah, got you, Op. Yeah.
This is 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 21. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said,
So guess what? This is where the Most High is having a council.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the movie? Release the Kraken. What is that?
Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans. If you look at Zeus, you know, Perseus' father, when Hades came and presented himself, that was just reiterating the book of Job, man. See what I'm saying? See, the wicked elites know this book is the truth, man. That's just a prime example. But the point I'm making is, that's what was happening right here, man. They get this from the scripture, right? Well, really, you know, it go back to Greek and Roman mythology, right? But they get this from the scripture, man. Right. The Most High was holding the council, man. And if you go to that movie, that's a prime example of the Most High holding the council. Okay, with him and his angel. Then back in Job, when Satan came, he said, where you coming from? He said, what? Romans 2 and 4. Go ahead,
and stood
Let's
before
just set the scene. Go ahead.
and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him.
Right.
And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also.
So the Lord sanctioned it. The Lord sanctioned for him to be a false prophet. You know, the men who was going to consult, who he was going to consult with, was going to be false prophets. That's how the Lord get that.
Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil concerning you.
That's heavy. That's evil. That legacy continues today. When these pastors and preachers in the traditional churches, anyone who claim to, you know, hold to the Bible, if they're not correctly, rightfully, you know, directly breaking it down, the Lord himself, the Lord set that up, right? As the filter away the undesirable.
That's it. That's bagged up. That's bagged up. The Lord said, what? The seed.
Right hand and the left hand. The head controls that. You know, your body looks at your body. Your head controls all the functions of the Lord.
The Lord said, what? The king of hearts is in the hand of the Lord. So whatever a man do, because like I say, Proverbs 20:24, man, going to the Lord, I didn't make understand it all ways. You know what I'm saying?
And let's show you how volatile of a situation this is. No, this ain't the time to unwind. This is the time to fear, man.
That's it.
Yeah, because the Lord controls your destiny. You've been exposed to that now. The average person don't know that.
Going into the church's passage This is Revelation 22 and 18. I'm going to read down to 19. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Right, capital offense. And a lot of these guys, they do it for the bag. That's even more of an indictment on you. You know, you got to teach, you know, paid off. They got to you. They're trying to stop the bleeding. Like, man, no, you can't teach that. And the motherfucker actually do it. The Lord said he's going to take away from your portion in the world to come. Then he's going to add to the plague. Did you read that yet? Let me read it again.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Revelation. That's smoke.
Yeah.
Revelation 22 and 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life. Woo! And out of the holy city.
Come on.
It's like, they just show you the importance of his word. Just the teachings, the doctrine. That's the key, man.
Yeah, because it was so long before truth came out. You got to remember, Revelation, the 5th chapter, it emphasized how the Lord was killed, man, the slain for the seals to be open. So the seals got to be properly conveyed. They got out of all the lies been taught, it's our job to make sure we present it perfect. Go ahead.
This is and out of the holy city, and from the things that are written in this book.
Yeah, see that? Yep, take your part away, your lot, capital, you know, from the book of life. Okay, yeah, so come on. All right, you got the precept. Let's get it. Let's go.
Jeremiah chapter 23.
verse 21.
I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran.
Right, you got guys that's actually putting forth the effort to convey their nonsense, but they wasn't sent by Yahweh Shemel Shah.
Yeah, because they took the, you know what I'm saying, the bag.
They took the bag in a lot of
And
cases.
they took on the philosophy of this word.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's why the Lord ain't sent these niggas, man. You can tell, man.
Yep.
And then you can tell the ones that they was about Esau, through the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? You can tell the ones that had, you know, okay, they sold out. You can tell the ones that been set up.
You know how you tell if they break the scriptures down right?
Yep, that's right.
If they teaching anything outside of the truth, then that means Yahweh Shai didn't send it.
Yep.
Because when you read Matthew the 10th chapter, you know, starting the 5th and 6th verse, Yahweh Shai tell you to teach the kingdom of heaven, man. Now, when they say preach the kingdom of heaven, that goes with the destruction of America. That's why when you read 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, it tells you, the thing that's sown was good, how can it come unless the thing before it be turned upside down? So to preach the kingdom, you got to preach the overthrow of America.
They're going to Ezekiel. They say, spread our persecute my sin.
That's it. That's it, brother. That's it.
How they going to prophet?
Yeah. So that's how you can tell. If the nigga ain't condemning Esau, declaring the overthrow of Babylon,
it ain't even what it is.
that means you haven't been sent by Yahweh Shemel Shah.
That's right.
Hey, because Babylon got to get cursed out.
Right.
Hey, very quick.
We're gonna get this
Something
stuff
to
good.
get Deuteronomy, is that Deuteronomy 18? Real quick.
The brother got something too while he gets it. Go ahead. The brother out there holding it, man. Go ahead.
I'm going to stop like that.
I'm trying to tell you.
This is Matthew 16 and 26. Of the ones that sold out. It said, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?"
There's nothing that should be able to compare to your life, man. And see, now you found out what leads to life and what doesn't lead to life. So yeah, so you compromise that with a bag. You compromise that with Esau, or either your own lust, or you're driven to, because you do got some guys out there like that too. They're heady, and they're like, no, I don't want to come up under what was taught, or they'll, say I'm gonna start a doctrine.
I'm
starting my own thing.
Yeah.
Well, even in that, you giving up your soul. Because remember, you just read in Revelation 22nd chapter, it say the Lord's going to take out his part in the book of life. Come on. Y'all have something?
Yeah, somebody got that Deuteronomy 18?
18 and what?
Start at 21. Oh, you got it up.
I got you.
Deuteronomy 18 to 21. And if thou...
Matter of fact, you want to start at 21?
Oh, yeah. Slide. Yep, this is Deuteronomy 18 verse 20.
Just going back to what brother was saying, man. Them lying spirits, right? Them false prophets, man. Because guess what? What that St. John the 10th chapter, it speaks about a hireling, man.
Yeah.
Right? These are not the shepherds, like the brother Ron was saying earlier. These are not the shepherds that's gonna lead you to green pasture, man. These motherfucking shepherds right here, they're gonna lead you to a fucking desert, man. They're gonna let you see what I'm saying? They ain't gonna lead you to vegetation, right? They ain't gonna lead you to the kingdom, which represents that green pasture, man. Because they ain't sheep set up by Yahweh Shai. All right? They ain't sheep that are waiting on the chief shepherd, man. And if you await the chief shepherd, that means the chief shepherd that set you up, should I say, to be a shepherd, man. Go ahead,
Is it the blind leaders of the blind?
Hey, that's it, brother. That's it. Blind leaders of the blind, man.
They shall both fall in the pit.
The both shall fall into the ditch, man. And that's gonna be their what? Destruction, man. Go ahead.
They'll never get out from the under Esau. They ain't gonna escape this realm. That's the pit. They ain't gonna escape out this realm. You need a hand. You need somebody to extend a hand.
Who's the hand?
Yep, that's how it's.
How Shai's the hand? Nobody say he brought a lot of darkness, but the pit is dark.
That's right,
You know what I'm saying? So you Howard Shai to the hand to pull us out there, man.
What that is, Job 10?
Oh, yeah, Job,
even in darkness in itself.
No, I can't wait till the Lord come back and slap you up.
Going down on the highway itself.
I can't wait, huh?
I said we're going down the highway itself today.
Yeah, I'm with my man. I can't wait, bro.
Go ahead,
God. like this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 20. But the prophet which shall say, presume to speak, it's like it. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak.
See that? Which I have not commanded him to speak, man. But guess what? St. Matthew the 13th chapter speaks about that net that's being casted out into the world. All right. Matter of fact, it says what? Into the sea. All right, which represents what? The people, man.
They go back to John. You know what
why was it cast out, man? It was cast out to bring in the desirable and bring in the undesirable, man.
Oh,
that's what a net does. Go ahead,
like, can I get it real quick? Jeremiah 16. Real quick, Jeremiah 16 and 16. This is how I make the picture of me. You know he goes to John. He told Peter that I make the picture of me. That was they really hobby. You know, they really fishermen. You know what I'm saying? How I told them, cast the net away. You know, but this is what we doing right now, man.
This is Jeremiah.
You got it.
This Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them.
That's what we're doing right now in the highways and the hedges. We are fishing, man. We are casting that net, you know what I'm saying, into the sea. Remember, the sea goes to what the fish. So guess what? We're going to bring in a lot of shit that's unnecessary and necessary. You know what I'm saying? When we reel that motherfucking net in. Some we're going to have to throw away, some we can keep.
That's why you got like on the net, a scarf on the coming board. Oh, they even deep in that, a Jordan come up, you know, in the net. Yeah, an old joystick.
True like a motherfucker.
You need none of that shit.
Yeah, but you know
Bring in the debris.
The net though, you know what I'm saying?
Bring in a nigga crazy thoughts. There's been a nigga been want to make a point for the last 5 years.
Really, that's what behind
He's like, oh shit, this is a platform where I can get on the coming board. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga bitch called all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga talking crazy shit.
Really.
What about 17 BC?
That boy check with the free throw, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn.
Yeah, that would have meant you bring in all type of man.
Yeah, but that's what you do though when you cash your net to the seat, man. You bring all types of things in.
Yeah.
So that's what the Lord's saying right here, man. You make fishes of me.
When you cast the net out, right?
Right.
You ain't got no control.
Yeah.
Think about it. You just cast the net out there and you
net grabbing.
You wish it happened.
See, the net grabbing, then really, I mean, you casting it out on faith, man.
Yeah, that's it. You wishing the hope, you having faith that you
Casting
can
hope,
solve
man.
it.
You casting out on faith. But the thing is, you doing your job.
Exactly.
You just casting the net.
Yeah.
And whatever the net catches, which was really that bait would be the scripture. That would be the word.
Right? And we get paid for this?
And that's what, hey, your reward, you know, you hope to be
Hey, look. Yeah, because it's the spiritual bank account we said though. We all in this vineyard. Right now, we're in the vineyard. We working.
Right. And that fishing reel will be what? The internet.
That's it.
That will be the fishing reel that we casting it out, man. We just seeing eating turkey sandwich.
Well, but look, we all working though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To the ground, waiting on
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we doing, man.
Like every man got a precept, but one makes it good and bad. It's gonna be more bad to come in than good.
Hey, that's beautiful. Huh?
This Titus 1 in verse 10. But there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they are the circumcision. Right. You know, it says many. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be more bad than good that comes to the truth, man. Yeah, of the circumcision. So guys who know these, they know
that's a broad path. It's easy to find a vain, unruly nigga. It's beautiful.
And that's why the Lord said, go on the highways and edges. And bring them to the marriage and bring in the good and what?
And I see, you ain't gonna be able to just go into the hood. You just thinking you're gonna go into the hood.
Right.
Hey, the elect might be out here in an international place, man.
Yeah, the internet ain't in. I mean, it's like the elect ain't just in the hood.
He just in the hood, man.
The elect on the other level. The elect ain't in the hood. It's coming together. Really, that's what it's going down to. The elect really ain't in the hood.
No, it ain't, man. Really. That's what ain't in the hood, man. That's how the fucking 2/3 are in the hood, man. That's why all them niggas that go here, bro.
Yeah, Junebug. He gonna get into it. He gonna get emotional, man.
Yeah, what you?
Yeah, you don't say don't eat pork. because you can cut your feet off. He gonna think that it's
Y'all shit, you know what I'm saying?
Go around and say,
Then he gonna this nigga start some shit talking about. She just died March 18th.
Oh, that's why the Lord said you're going to
my grandmama Jesus ain't gonna say that.
You can't rationally reason with a nigga.
Oh, man.
hell no. Because when you go to scripture, Proverbs, when you go to Proverbs, you know what I'm saying, 1, you just say, it's going to Proverbs, I think it's 20, Proverbs 1 and 20, it said go on the highway, in the hedges.
Wisdom crowd out.
Then wisdom crowd out, you know, voice on the street, chief place of comfort, the comfort is the place of business. Like what we at right now? For what? All nations.
That's because, hey, a nigga, right, ain't gonna see the video talk about wisdom and say, let me look at that. He's gonna be more tuned to tap on the, twerk video. But, you know,
That ain't wisdom, man.
yeah, see, so the elect looking for wisdom.
That's right.
The elect gonna be drawn in, it's gonna pique their interest.
And you know what I tell a motherfucker every time, where you go to church for? I go to church for, I said, we not go to church for knowledge and good understanding. Come on, man. That's what you want to go to church for, man. You trying to learn, ain't it?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Hey, because wisdom, you gotta love wisdom. Like your attention, you're gonna have a certain attention span when it comes to wisdom. You're gonna be searched out if you ain't right, man. Like, ain't no niggas gonna stand around and be enlightened on information.
You gotta be built for it, man.
Niggas be standing around talking about a lick.
You gotta be built for it. Yeah, built for it.
Yeah, you gotta be built like
Built
that.
for it. What building going to? Remember, who is the chief cornerstone? How much time? So you gotta be built for this, man.
And the elect is gonna desire wisdom.
Yep.
That's why Scripture speaks about if your desire being thrown in septic. So the elect is gonna desire to be enlightened, you know? And because a nigga who sleep, you turn the light on in the room, his first reaction is gonna be like, turn the light on, man. Let's start a fight, man.
Yeah.
But then when it comes up, it's like, I was knocked out in this Yeah, what's that? Hey, in the morning too. Like in the wee hours in the morning. The scripture goes there.
That's Micah 2 and 10 too.
Yeah.
Wait till y'all
In the height of midnight, you want to be asleep under the comfortabilities of Esau, and we kicked in the door with you got your work uniform. You got a mechanic suit. Come on, that's offensive. This nigga got a chest stick. He wrapped in the chest stick. That's one nigga.
This is John 3 and 20. For everyone that doeth evil, hate of delight.
Everyone that what? Everyone that doing evil hate the light. What is the light? This word.
Right, but I just thought about the vivid illustration.
Man.
A nigga all night doing shit, and you gotta wake him up. He hate him the light.
That's why I say, what they did, Isaiah 3, it said, what to do to call evil good and good
evil.
They hate it. Dog for life,
Isaiah
life
5.
dog, man. Come on, bro.
That's it.
Hey, look the same ones in St. John, the first chapter.
That's it.
Yeah. When the light shine up in the darkness, he comprehended it not.
That's it.
First,
Niggas back today.
Yeah, they back today. They took the what? To fulfill their lot.
They feel they not.
Yeah, look.
Feel about measure of their father.
That's it. That was the brother was reading in Romans 11 and 7, man.
Yeah.
What then? Israel have not attained what he's seeking for. How can the darkness receive light, man? When they, matter of fact, read it. You got it. You got it. No, right. Read it up. Yeah, we're gonna go back. Go ahead.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 5 to 6. Ye are all the children of light.
See that?
And
the
the
separation right here, man.
Yeah.
Ye are children of the light.
Right.
So that's why 1 John tells you that what? The light shine up in the darkness. If you're not a part of the light, you're not going to be able to receive the light.
Right.
Go ahead, huh?
and the children of the day, we are not of the night nor of darkness.
Okay, how was shine, man? That's being children of the light, man. Being of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Therefore, let us not sleep as do others.
What we just said, man. When the light come on.
That's
What
it.
the just said, man. What's the light? What's really the purpose of the light? When you turn the light on, wake a motherfucker up, man.
That starts trouble with niggas.
Man, that starts trouble,
Niggas
man.
feel like he justified to do something.
Right,
Light on.
Y'all goddamn disturbance, man. Y'all really disturbing me, man.
Hey, but guess what? That's what you gonna do, right?
Hey, dog, I'm just gonna say that. That's the example of a 2/3. They comfortable. When you sleep, you comfortable,
Well,
right?
they're the vipers that they're in the dark regions of
That's
Babylon.
it. They don't want
no light.
No light.
Wait.
It's sleep.
Yeah. When you sleep, you comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's a 2/3. They in America, being a part of America, dealing with the fuckery of America.
When you dead.
You dead.
That's why
and
they
they
speak about the
comfortable.
congregation. When you dead, that's rest.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. They at rest. That's what I'm trying to say. They at rest. They comfortable. When
So
you
that
come in-
light come on,
Right, exactly.
and they resist it instinctively.
Exactly.
Instinctively, you come up against it. That's your natural reaction. And that's like a scorpion. You put your hand in the jar and the scorpion trying to handle it. You being gentle. You being gentle. You ain't doing that. And that bitch reach up and get you. That's why John the Baptist said that they were scorpions and vipers versus sheep. Sheep needs to be led. Yeah, come on.
But let us watch and be sober.
Yeah, how you gonna watch, man? You can't watch unless you got light.
Yeah, nigga slobbing at the mouth.
You know?
You'll get offended. You told him to stand and watch him.
Right.
And that nigga you'll come there and do in a fetus position. And he's supposed to be watching. Lord, that wasn't Lord gonna kill him.
Right.
Yep, go ahead.
This is John 3:20. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Right, and that proves that up here, we have to correct you. We got to be correct. We had to be corrected, and we still get corrected. You know? Right. So up in this arena, in this realm, your deeds get reproved. If you're not in the spirit of being retooled, recentered, healed, then it's not for you. Here it is, a nigga telling you got a lump on your breast, and you slap his hand out the way and start mugging him. Mugging him the rest of the session. I just told you. Yeah. And people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear the solution. Look, man, get away from that shit. You're going to take everything you got. You know what I mean? You look back at it, you know. Yeah, that's what it is. You've been enlightened, free for your life. Get up and go in the fire. Hey, nigga slapping at the mouth, that's an intent. It's a fire, a rage of fire. That nigga knocked out from the night before. You know what? You gonna say, man, just That was John the Baptist said. Judge said, who warned you to flee from the wrath of the Lord? Get back in there. Get back in that dirty house. We standing out there. We're trying to flee out the house. That's what we are. We got to get back. We tell you to get back in there, man. You have no part. Yeah, you have no parts in this. Yeah, come on.
When he that doeth the truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they were
And
wrought.
then going back to your works, if that day being not seed, stubble, wood, and all that, man.
First Corinthians, the 3rd chapter.
Right.
Gonna show.
Right. You're
Some manifest and something show, right?
Well, that's the process of refining.
Right.
When you go through the gold process, there's a point where they got to pick up the gold and look at it. You know, it's an eye test.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you get scrutinized in the truth. You get scrutinized. Yeah, that's in the scripture. The Lord said he scoured the room. And he found a man without his garment. So that means that the Lord, we're in the hour where the Lord watching, man. You got a blemish in the spirit. That goes back to, a block that the Lord didn't kill, man. It's bigger than this. You go all the way back generations, man.
They speak about having that unspotted garment.
Yeah.
That's like being sprayed in white.
It goes back to the knowledge.
Yeah, so that's why I say too, like, we just let it go.
It's like
No, I was saying, we just gonna let it go. He said, we gotta try in the fire. So we gotta go. Lord, try to purify. And purify God, you gotta be tried.
real quick. Like, you know, the process, that's a real first process, man. You know, you gotta really turn up the heat, man. You know?
You gotta turn the heat all the way up.
You gotta turn the heat all the way up, man, to get that draw going, man. That's what I'm getting read earlier, man. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
You can read that on that, brother.
Yeah, man, y'all go on, get it. Get it real quick. Get it real stone at the top.
Yeah, it's not that on that, look at breathing from
Somebody get Isaiah 48 and 10.
Woo! Yeah.
That was right there. And go back to the Hebrews 12 chapter and get the few minutes because all that's gonna line up, man.
I got this.
Yeah, this is Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right.
My son, if thou come to
Real
serve
quick.
the Lord,
Real quick. That's the process of being made a son. To get that hell, to get that temptation, to be tried. That's how you be made a son. Otherwise, you a bastard. I gotta go and say it, man. I hate to just say that, but otherwise, you a bastard, man. If you ain't going through something, you being made a bastard. You don't want to be a bastard. I mean, you what? You fatherless.
What's the main goal of being a son?
To qualify for the inheritance. That's it. That's
When
it.
you go into the ancient world, concerning rulership and those who sat on the throne, it came down to the son. To the son. That's what it is. That's why the Lord said he's going to kill off son and nephew throughout it. So they will never be able to have nobody.
Who's gonna bring it up?
Sirach 2 and 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
You serving Yahweh shot through Yahweh shot, but the scripture say what?
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Hey, you meaning what? Just prepare your mind. All right, because that way your soul, your soul lies in your mind.
That's right.
This is your law, your heart. Prepare it for temptation, man. All right, prepare for the most high to send Satan to sift you.
Hey, can I add
Prepare
something?
yourself. Go ahead,
Can I add something? Because we go to Revelation, it says what? Too much tribulation.
See
See that?
That's it, bro.
Too much. That's just to bag that up.
That's it, bro. That's
So
it.
you can't have that without having that.
Hell no, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say here a little, there a little.
Hey, that's the whole process.
So, through much tribulation, you enter to the kingdom of heaven. So the brother just said, it adds up, man. Come on, you got it up.
Sirach, chapter 2, verse 2. Set thy heart aright.
You gotta set your heart right, man. The scripture's gonna tell you. Go ahead.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Constantly endure. That's why you gotta set your heart right. Because you're gonna have to constantly persevere under trials and tribulations, man. That's right. When you go into the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, when it says, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. When you go into that word endure, it means to what? Persevere under trials and rigorous proof of what all right? So that's how you be made a son, man. Hey, man, you gotta be tried. We read earlier, the scripture said, what? Try a friend.
Yeah.
Come on, man. The most high. Go ahead.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Yeah, and make not hate, don't be no. That's easier said. The scripture speaks about it easier said than done.
Man, I think I'm
But you know what? I'm good.
my bad.
What the scripture say? No, bro.
Hey, you know how Jake is? Jake,
Hey, what I always say, man. Because God said, learn how to suffer, bro. That's what the scripture's saying right there, man. Make that hate. Learn how to love
In
something,
a time of trouble.
man. You know?
Bitch ass nigga.
Make that hate in the time of trouble, man.
Nigga soft as hell,
Verse 3. Cleave unto him, depart not away.
Static queen, like they say.
Velcro that makes things clean. Means to wear hold tight.
Money your ass.
Sounds the devil.
Yeah, you think
Be on IUIC. Like, how the
break
fuck?
down
You
certain
know,
laws.
everything
You know that
good,
he sounds like
Everything
he
you
said,
do, what you need to do.
you know, put that bitch out the house. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Let
come
you
on,
do
bro.
that on your own time. That's not a
That
mission.
bitch gonna be right in the room with you. You know what I'm saying? Hopping on that hoe. You
Love me, keep my commandments. And the scripture also saying in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, fear the Most High.
And the commandments is the book in its entirety. That's why when you read Matthew the 19th chapter, the Lord says, do all things that whichever I have commanded you. What's one of those things? Teach the poor. So when the scripture says keep the commandments, that's a stumbling block. And all of a sudden you're teetering back toward the day, you know. Matter of fact, let's prove that. Give me 2nd Ezra 16. You know what I want. Because hey, that sounds like somehow a nigga got a village of
And the guy that built who keep that commandment
people who keep my commandments, go ahead,
and precepts.
and precepts. Man. So that right there, then now what you gotta say? All right, because the scripture says, "Go, the Lord's going to be the guide," and we talk about what we read here was concerning serious times. Those who will be preserved. The Lord said He will be the guide of those who keep the commandments and precepts. So we know you can't keep the commandments. So the scripture says, "Keep the precepts." That means to hold fast to the testimony. That's a commandment. What's that Romans the 3rd chapter where it speaks about the law of faith? So you gotta believe the report. So this is a snap. If you're not thinking, again, it's a mental game. If you're not witty in the spirit, you're gonna be scared up by the words of your
That's why it's not about the outer appearance, it's about the
yeah, which is the mind.
And that's how the Most High judge. You judge the
According to your reason. Matter of fact, give me that in the Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, in the 14th verse. Yeah, come on. It was talking about
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 14.
yeah.
For she is a treasure unto men that never faileth.
We understand that she is a dark side for truth, man. Go ahead.
Which they that use become the friends of Yahweh Shemel Shah.
See, so if by wisdom you become the friends of Yahweh Shemel, which makes an alliance with the heavenly Father. In the time that we're in now, is not that the alliance you want to have? So it's through wisdom, go ahead.
Being commended for the gifts that come from learning.
Yeah, woo, the gift that comes from learning, man. And that was what brother just said. It ain't about the outward man. Nigga got a bad cookout. You're a memorable cookout. The children, all you remember is the children jumping in the bounce. What they call it? Yeah, the bouncer house. Yeah, the face down, the precepts here and there. Brother Josh. Yeah, women with turtle hip wraps and shit. So you can't conjure up the wisdom of Yahweh Shemel Shah.
How about Shemel Shah have granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as is meet for the things that are given me.
Right, so the Lord gave us a first question. And in that, it's our duty to spread the way. The Lord led us into wisdom. That's what we did. Not because we had good steady habits. No, the Lord led you into wisdom, man. Go ahead.
And directed the wise.
Woo! And directed the wise. Give me Proverbs the 2nd chapter. Hey, because there's a method to this as well. You got this dude just to cut your auntie, man. This ain't what it's about. You got to hold fast to it, and it has to become a comfort to you. It has to set about a hedge of protection. And guess what? None of us can make that claim yet. That's how you start to get interested. Nobody can say, yeah, you know, because like the hour, it's like what it is, time of Jacob's trouble, that hasn't really settled in. Hey, we know that because you gonna know it. We ain't gotta break down and you go, oh, this is the time of Jacob's trouble now, y'all. No, you gonna know, man.
Get that notification.
Yeah, you gonna know.
We're gonna be very long too.
It's gonna be, man. You gonna be. Matter of fact, give me that 1 Corinthians 3 real quick. Because prophecy, most will fall under the pressures of prophecy. That's real talk, man. Most will eventually fall under the pressures of prophecy. See, once you up and close with prophecy, that's your moment. That's your moment.
Just like
When the food, you know, yeah, when the food's scary,
when you was used to having access to a chicken.
I know. I was saying, look. I'm gonna say, look. You see the shit about you gonna with his dog. They gonna do him and his dog.
Yeah.
They gonna grab his dog.
But you know what? It's not even going to really matter. It's going to be more intense to those who have this truth. See, it's going to be more intense to us because you're going to know, like, oh, we're in a time Jacob's trouble. Those people, they're going to just fall. They're going to crumble. They're going to just be another statistic. Give me that 1 Corinthians 3 real quick.
1 Corinthians 10.
They're going to be a lot of Jesus Christ. Oh, the scripture speaks about that. They're not going to be mindful of the slur. That was the dog, man.
1 Corinthians 3:13. Every man's work shall be made manifest. For the day shall declare.
Read that again.
It says every man's work shall be made manifest.
But every man's work going to be made manifest. Go ahead.
For the day shall
But
declare.
that day is going to declare it, meaning prophecy itself is going to prove your work. It's going to be a certain day for you. But that day is going to declare your work. Was you a elect or not? When you with the mechanical dog on that side of the car, y'all man camping out, you know what about the scriptures?
Damn, you know what I'm saying?
Like be funny. That was said this thing. That's what scripture. What's that? Habakkuk. Whereas I heard that speech and was afraid. Remember that mercy, man, because that's gonna be intense on us. You other people ain't gonna be a random thing. Damn, they no more chicken nuggets. But you're gonna be saying, oh shit, Lamentations 4, man. Y'all gonna sidestep in. See, that's why I said that they gonna declare it.
That's why I said everything in the part time.
That's why I learned it. That's good. Go ahead, read that.
It says,
Somebody get started. Get it? Prophecy. Yeah, good.
it says every man's work shall be made manifest. For the day shall declare. Because it shall be revealed by God. And the fire shall try every man's work on what sort it is.
Right, so there's going to be that day. It's going to be a personal day. Yeah, they're going to actually try what works. There's going to be that breaking point. Because even wood can be consumed for a second. It's still there. It might be popping and making noises and shit, but then it eventually consumes away.
Yeah, because like you say, the hour termination. You know what I'm saying? They're coming to a time what everybody's on the whole earth. So we're going to see who's going to crack, who's going to fold, and who's going to be, who's going to stand so stiffly for the name of Yahweh next time.
Hey, that's why I say Dr. Williams will be the stability. Because that temptation don't try all of you people, man. But the ones that's going to be able to stand, the first step is going to qualify. To even qualify, man, would be that you got this. But now we qualified, at least we got hope. Because according to the story, those with the truth is going to withstand it. Right. Yeah, come on, we about to go on some time, man. You can feel it, man. Like how about now outside, he's creeping up. You think it's a false sense of security, and all of a sudden, hey, because all it takes is a matter of an hour. Well, I don't even say that. A minute, the power can shut down.
Like you say, how it counts. Somebody, you get a Lord say, you come back sleep in the night. What are these two?
Yep. That's it.
It was just one call in.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The chip hole. You know what I'm saying? It's out. You know what I'm saying? That's the Lord doing. But guess what? When we make it through, we gonna make it through. We're gonna take everybody what? All shit. Deep in the night.
Deep in the night. That's a very ideal piece. That's what it says. Yeah, we get that for the Revelation 3.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Right, and the word of the patience is the testimony of Yahweh. Oh, that goes into keep. Oh, it say keep the word. That's equivalent to keep the commandments. Yeah, see, the scriptures set up to cause you to stumble if you're not thinking, man. This is not for low-level thinkers. No, this is for analytical minds, those who have wits, pretty much. Your antennas, your instincts is up. Not for a nigga with his phone like this playing chess. You gonna be taken, man.
That's why if I add on that, the Lord says, strive
They don't even supposed to be playing chess.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to say, it's a rock. It says, strive to the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put your best foot forward, man. That's what the Lord gonna protect you, man. That's what it's saying.
That's why there's a lot of people that can't come to the truth because they can't see past America. They think it's just it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's 2035. I got that house and all that shit. They see themselves like, what I'm gonna do in 10 years. I'm gonna do in 5 years.
Yeah.
That's all they
They
can
actually
think.
say that 10-year plan and all
Yeah,
that.
10-year plan, my American dream plan.
Yeah, with a dog.
Happy wife, that bullshit.
Even the first year, I'm carrying the one.
Jake, like, I got this. Jake, I got this.
I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Oh, see, it says the Lord gonna keep you out of temptation. So, yep, that goes back into the Lord now appointing us to the route. Yeah, go ahead, real quick. Yeah, cut. Yeah, cut. Yeah, right up. Yeah.
Word of my people. When you go back to the word patience means suffer. So this is an example right here, man. It's a small, minute level. The word of thy patience. You know, we're willing to do what we need to do.
Yo, because you know what heavy about that? It said a word of my patience. That means you got to suffer according to the doctrine. That's why the scriptures say suffer not for, as an evildoer. This nigga's out here worse than you. This nigga out here shooting soap. But he's suffering for wickedness. When we keeping the word of the patience, we suffering under the discipline of not, under the ramifications of, hey, no, the Lord told us this. The Lord told us to goddamn give away the comfort. It's according to a doctrine that we doing this. We're not just here.
Yeah, because it's like the prelude right here, you know what I'm saying, when you go into the hour of temptation. And remember, man, what we out here teaching is, you know what I'm saying, prophesying, it's not a game. We out here, bro, we suffering. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? This time that we come into the ground, bro, it's gonna happen, man. We gotta keep the spirit on us and keep the faith. Y'all sacrifice. Like I said, everything's in the portion I read by already. These things that I have been in the scripture, that's again.
Hey, that nigga Esau, he is a man. He saw behind that.
That's right.
That's a calculated move, It ain't like you can just hold your nuts and say, maybe they'll get through it. No. BG came out and killed off all the livestock. You remember he bought what? 70% of all the farmland?
Oh, yeah.
Then he killed off all the livestock. He spilled all the milk, poured out all the milk. He burnt the fish. He already did that.
Bust the eggs.
Yeah, bust all the eggs. Yeah, so he saw on that's a part of that rap, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be a very hard time, man.
Right, man. So this is part of the hour of temptation right here, man. And brothers gotta, that's why I say it's like settle for that in your heart. You know what I'm saying? With your mind, man.
Yeah.
You gotta put in your mindset, man, that you gotta endure everything for the elect sake.
Set your heart right.
You know what I'm saying? Set your heart right is what you constantly endure. Whatever the Lord bring upon you, man. Whether you gotta go into the concentration camp, or you be in go to the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the Lord set you at, keep your mind straight that the Lord got you, man.
Hey, can I say that's a part of the message? That's why the Lord said, "Blessed is he who is not offended in me." You have in your spirit, you're gonna get this feel-good story. But when you get into the nuts and bolts of it, you find out this is about suffering, man. Yeah, this is about enduring. That word preservation, preserving thrown in there.
Preservation.
You know, salvation. Why these words thrown around? Deliverance.
Right.
Salvation. That means we're not going through a very heavy time.
And when I push it, it say proper preparation prevent for performance along with faith, man. You know what I'm saying? You carry that with you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what we're gonna need. We're gonna need proper preparation. We're gonna need what? Performance. Then that's what? Endurance. Along with what? Faith. Because that's what's gonna keep us going, faith. Believing that what we've been teaching the whole time is gonna actually come to pass.
Because you're gonna be reduced to that. See, that is gonna be you're gonna be reduced to that though.
Exactly.
See, that's what this thing is about. It ain't a strategic. You're not gonna be able to, yeah, you know what? You check off you gotta roll it there. No, it's gonna be a point where you're gonna be like, you know what? I gotta believe now. I gotta believe now. I can't go to the app. I can't go to DoorDash now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come on. There's gonna be a filter game.
Yeah. So this going to the hour of temptation right here. You know what I'm saying? And this by your house shot right here, man.
Yeah.
This is great. Of your house shot right here. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Luke 21:12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you
Right.
and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake.
For who name sake?
My name's sake.
House shot sake, man. It's not that why we out here, man. Not for y'all by Shema shot with declaring. What? What? The comment of you how about Shema shot? We actually understand. We understand right now, man. We snitching on Esau. We point finger. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we doing right now for you have a conversation, man.
The scripture saying, who's gonna be against the evil dude?
Yeah, who should stand up there? Who should stand up and be against the evil doers, man? That's us right now, man. See? We're gonna be prophets for years and priests, but who can have about Shema shot? Not for Jesus, not for Muhammad, not for Buddha. You know what I'm saying? This is what a name when you have about Shema shot.
That's right.
I got something. Hey, real quick. So, Tim, like, if you said kept the word of my faith. We go to that's what the Revelation said there. You got it, bro.
God, this is the book of Revelation 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Right.
I also will
That's
keep.
That's gonna be the reward. If you did this, I'm gonna do this for you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I also
because you kept the word of my patience, I will also go ahead.
God, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation. Meaning, I'm gonna keep that spirit on you, man. And continue to follow me, man. I'm not gonna let you go down that broad way, man. I'm gonna keep you on that straight and narrow, man. So, because the most, like we read earlier, the deceiver is his. So he said, I'm gonna keep you. You ain't gonna do it. He said, I'm gonna keep you on the hour of temptation, man. And then go back to Psalms 91, man. Let's go back to what the brother always said, faith. Let's go to that being preserved, man. The preserved, so to keep it despite the outside around it. The outside element. So that's how that would have meant to be kept. There's gonna be volatile situations, gonna be escaping by the skin of your teeth. Yeah. So I go to beat them up behind you. We already know that, though. The saying that you're gonna be scared. Do we understand? Proverbs 20, what the scripture say, man, going. That don't stop within the hour of temptation. In the hour of temptation, we already know that. The one that's escaped. You know what I mean? It was gonna be due to the Lord. See, all that tough rah-rah shit. Everybody gonna be under the you're gonna be frozen with. You're gonna be not saying we're gonna be trembling, like but you're gonna be under the vibration. You know that the influence. You know, of your how about you as now we are.
That's why I say when we went to Psalm 91, it said you abide in the shadow of the Almighty.
Yep.
That's how you hide yourself.
Yep.
That's how I cover. You know, that's how I shield, that's how I buckle.
Those who kept the word of my patience.
You know, we gonna keep
Also
working.
the elect come in the same footsteps as Job, right?
Hey, look,
What did Satan tell the Most High about Job? Job was not praising you for no reason. That's why you gotta edge of protection though. That's what we. Exactly. Hey, but it's just to say that. It's saying then they're gonna know who my soul is. Why? How? Because we're gonna be concerned. Isaiah 65.
Hey, look, bring that back out of Luke. This is how Jay gonna be. Jay gonna say that. Go back to Luke. 21. Yeah, go read it. He gonna tell you that Jay gonna say, like, you don't like no baby boy. Thought he was shy back. That's how Jay gonna be. Nigga, I thought you was gone, nigga. We just gave you up, nigga. Snitched on you and everything. How'd you get out? Look, are you back? Lord, like, yeah. You know? But it's for a reason. Go ahead, bro.
This is Luke 21:13. For it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before, but you shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
Like you understand, the Lord gonna be with us. Who can be against us when the Lord is with us, bro? So we ain't gotta worry about, I'ma lie, I'ma say this. No, the Lord gonna give us the mouth of wisdom. You see? The Lord gonna give us what we should say. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't gotta think about nothing. The Lord gonna put the spirit on us, man. See that? The Lord gonna take control. Go ahead.
This wisdom of Solomon 3:9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful and love shall abide with him. But grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have cared for his elect.
Come on, man. So that's what we got here for now. See? Go back and tell Luke. We got to finish it off. This is all about the Lord, man. Protect us. All right?
Luke 21:16. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they call put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not an hair of your head perish.
So we go back around. You know what I'm saying? You see?
Yep, that's it. And then go all the way back full circle to that revelation.
Oh, man. Like, damn. Come on, man. These things gonna happen. Our folks gonna give us up. Nigga, we thought that was cool. Right. You know what I'm saying? Baby mom. You know that? Niggas finna give us up, man. Remember, guess what? The Lord gonna make a way. You see that? He's gonna make a way to what? Hey.
We're gonna be saying the same stuff the Lord was saying. That's why scripture, remember the Lord said, I was going to teach the daily in the temple, y'all. We're gonna be saying the spirit. We're gonna sit down. We was open. We were high shit. We was putting it on camera. I told you. The spirit of the Lord gonna help us going in that same vibration. You know?
You thought I spread you? You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't spread you.
Yep, this morning.
In your patience possess ye your souls.
Hey, real quick, you said in your patience possess ye your soul. That's why the scripture says, because you have kept the word of my faith. So guess what? In your patience possesses in your soul. Yeah. Because you kept the word of my faith. I'm going to keep you from the hour of temptation. Because you endured, you persevered.
Yep.
I got a reward for you. And at the end of the day, like the brother was saying, that's out of our hands. That's Proverbs 20 and 24. That's man's will of the Lord. So that's nothing that we can do. That's why we got to pray for endurance, pray for perseverance, pray for faith. That's it. Hey, that's that prisons of hope. That's it. Now we hope that we've been cast into that lot. We hope that we are part of those who will be preserved. Yeah, that's everything. Like we know the story, but now we hope that we are part. You know.
And they hate that, that we say we host.
Yeah.
So they want to say they is. Say no. Well, shit, you ain't got to worry about that. He gonna ride on the curb.
You like the motherfucker didn't go off.
You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, he got some shit out.
The Lord will stop shit out all my way. You ain't got to worry
At
about it.
least the memorial.
You ain't got to worry about it. The Lord ain't gonna stop my way.
Yeah, go ahead.
You ain't got to worry about it.
This is Luke 21 and 19 in the NLT. By standing firm, you will win your soul.
By standing firm, you gonna win your soul. See that? By coming out here week in and week out, making a body and sacrifice, you gonna win your soul.
I said, you know, we pay that in.
But they go to John. The John said, what John say? I think in John the 15th chapter, it say if you seek to save your life, you say lose it. But you lose your life in how shot you gonna gain it? Yeah, man.
You interested in Luke too?
Come on, bro. So you stay the frame out here, man. Through the rain, the sleet, the snow, any kind of weather, week in, week out. That's right. What you doing? Come on, man.
And then we're on Solomon the 5th chapter.
Come on, bro. You can't make this up, man.
It just feels so stiff. That is stiff, man. Meaning what? You're going to stand, you're going to be like a pillar to a building. It can rain, it can hail, it can sleet, it can storm. You still going to stand there and persevere. Rooted and grounded. Rooted and grounded. That's it. Rooted and grounded. Oh, the tree that's it. The scripture speaks about what? After you suffered a while, after you suffered a little while,
and then that's the point, a little while.
Right? So this is an example of a little while. It establishes you, it grounds you, then it strengthens you.
Yep.
Roughly paraphrase the
You've been
scripture.
molded. You've been made what? You've been made hard.
You've been made hard, man.
Yep.
You've been made a pillar. A pillar that's going to stand on that foundation. That foundation is how it shine, man.
Right, here's the rock.
Here's the rock, man.
This is Rock 1 and 13. Whoso feareth the Lord, it should
Start
go.
at 8, bro. Start at 8.
This is Rock 1 and 8. There is one wise and greater to be feared. The Lord sitting upon his throne.
Oh, that's it.
He created her and saw her and numbered her and pulled her out of his works.
Right.
Flesh according to his gift.
Right. So she is wisdom. So fear is according to what is that? Wisdom is more moving and emotion. So wisdom was within the wicked thing, like the brother always bring out, man. You took wisdom to create wickedness. All right? Poured out in all things. That's it. Foolishness. What did the preacher say, man? He searched out all things.
That's why wisdom on the left hand side. So what the Lord said, wisdom is foolish. Yeah, wisdom. Wisdom what? On the left hand side. Then we got the wisdom what? On the right hand side.
And then you know what? We had to learn folly too.
Exactly.
That's why King Solomon searched out folly. Wisdom and folly. So we had to come on this in this lifetime to find out wickedness so we can appreciate righteousness. And that's what? That's the only way that you're good and evil, the true good and evil. Right. That's the only way you're going to be a righteous judge. Yep, experience. You're like, okay, no, I see. Because you can get over somebody who don't know nothing about it.
I know he been doing it. He trying to about it. You know what I'm saying?
Shake him, run a sucker around your ass. He ain't know that. They say, no, bro, my little girl was hungry, right? And all of a sudden, you gave him $20. You got your wallet now. Right. That's when
Hey, y'all been the bed though.
yeah. You go Social Security.
She is with our flesh according to his gift, and he hath given her to them
Oh,
that
somebody
love.
get that, what's that? Wisdom of Solomon 12? Yeah, because wisdom, like the brother going into, wisdom is what's at the forefront, is the driving force behind everything. Yeah, that's why the Lord, Yahweh Shai extended us so much mercy by tapping us into this, man. Imagine not having the reasoning you got now, man. You know, moving through life, man.
Going to church.
You know,
Go to church.
Yeah, that's the dark, that's the deep depth regions of Babylon.
The thing about going to church though, you just go to church every Sunday, like, ooh.
You're a golden goblin at that.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're a crazy creation of Babylon. Like, going to a movie, going to a dungeon. Yeah, you're a gargoyle.
It's a great video, you know it. Jesus Christ!
Oh, yeah. How much more nigga would have cooked? You know, nigga that's supposed to be touched. Man, that's why, hey, this counsel that we partake in, man, it deals with reasoning and fear of your house by some outside. That gets you back. Remember when they came to your house and said, oh, good master. And the Lord said, well, call me good. You know why he said that? Because he was driven. Yeah, his answer was driven by wisdom. So that's what we've been tapping through our reasoning centers around wisdom. Yeah, you ain't going to, the motherfucker come and try to praise you or do something. You're going to say, no. See, that's the wisdom that
Hey,
don't worry about that. It's well. Get that wisdom Solomon. Hold that on that. You got more on that?
That'll be good.
Yeah. Oh, we got one more? Yeah, come on. Yeah,
So Rock 1 and 11, the fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness in a crown of rejoicing.
Yep. But we know that fear of the Lord goes like a what? The wisdom. And that word crown ain't there for nothing. This builds into leadership.
Yeah, because it goes to love. You know, love is the action word.
Yeah, love is the
That's
action.
the thing that Christianity don't put.
Yeah.
Love is all love. That mean what love means.
Yeah.
So they knew what love means. Goddamn, they'll be rehearsing the righteous act.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see?
Right. They'll be out here teaching
Yeah.
the word correctly.
The block is be deep right now.
Yeah. They'll be extending the love of the Lord into the people.
But they don't know what love is.
Yeah, because you know they operate under the realm of the earth, the earthly realm.
Yeah, emotion.
Yeah. So your perception of love is, you know, a gift card from. Yeah, nigga, a $25 gift card. Now that he loves you, man.
Yeah, it's good to do that, you know what I'm saying? But that's not love, though.
Yeah.
It's not understanding.
Oh, well, the Lord says that the peace I leave unto you, not as the world leaves.
Exactly.
So it's a whole different, it's another
Hold
realm.
on to the ball game, man.
That peace and love is really this wisdom.
That's right.
Now we know that because that's the bridge to salvation. Remember, what's that? Wisdom of Solomon 7. The Lord loveth none, but he that dwelleth with wisdom. Yeah. So let's go back to 2 Ezra 16. I know you have to that kid. But I know that's one. 18.
Second Ezra 16 verse 18. The beginning of sorrow is great mourning.
Right.
The beginning of famine.
Right. That's where we at. Remember, this is a living document. I don't know if y'all remember this old movie, The Never Ending Story. You ever saw that? That little pussy shit. Yeah, you go back and watch it. It's funny. Hey, but the young guy, he was in the attic and he got caught up in that book. And he found out that the book was about him. He was living, that shit was heavy, man. So that's how the scriptures did it. It's pretty much the script for life. So as we read this, it's blossoming before our eyes. When the scriptures say the beginning of sorrows, that's where we at now. How do we know that? You can feel it. If you're in the right spirit, you know. Hey, the brother's been putting in the chat, you know, the price of chicken and shit. 4 land quarters, $45, you know. And you gotta remember, this ain't just started. Going back when BT bought up all the farmland, and even prior to that, remember the government or somebody told them to get rid of all their crops. So the famine has pretty much been ruined. Yeah, I heard some. Yeah, go ahead.
Ezra 16, 18. the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, like the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars.
Right, all of these words minister, man. This said the beginning of sorrows and famine and great death. And famine, right? Famine is a very cruel form of punishment because the way your body is designed, there's nothing you can do. I'm down niggas to say they're on a hunger strike in a minute. I tell your ass to come with that bullshit. Like you gonna soak me, I ain't gonna eat. I'm gonna show you what.
Nigga say I'd rather die hungry than get shot.
Oh, Lamentation the fourth, what's the Lamentation the fourth chapter, the 9th verse?
But nigga, you'd rather get shot than die hungry.
Yeah, because it's a torturous death.
Right.
Lamentations 4:9, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
You're ready to get shot.
They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
See, they be slain with hunger. You gotta sit there and get your body for hours and hours and days and days. See that you don't want that type of pain, man. If you'd rather take a quick death than take a death of fucking famine. And it's coming.
Yeah, because the scripture saying what? Better, the scripture's giving you the option. The scripture says better that you just go down the sword than die. Because it's a gruesome. Hey, for an example, matter of fact, did you read what said they pine away for once and still read that book? Because of the psychological aspect of that. You think about it, you got time to consume it. Go ahead,
But these pine away,
see, for these pine away, but
stricken you for want of the fruits of the field.
meaning what? You can actually think of food. You're gonna be tortured in your mind. You're gonna be thinking about like, damn, a hot clean plate. And see, what's heavy, right? Motherfucker, you ever heard the saying, I got a taste for, what you got a taste for? Because you can actually really taste what you want. I know, if you got a taste for a antidote, you can feel the texture of the texture toast. Yeah. I'm saying, oh, I used to like the your partner gonna look, your skinny partner gonna look like a hot dog, and your chubby cousin gonna look like a hamburger.
It's coming though. It's coming.
Hey, but you know, I'm gonna say though, again, think about it. It can happen suddenly at any time. Because we all know, like for example, not to throw this out there over the expectation, the devil is looking for us. We're gonna have to, that 24 hours to get this, right? Now let's say with a nigga, or that's an American, a Babylonian, they so used to eat. All it takes for 2 days is for that panic, see what I'm saying? But in that event, they still got the TV on. You can feel, you see commercials of food. So that's why they drive away for the want of the fruits of sin. So there's a psychological aspect that comes with that. You sit there thinking about what you can possibly, damn, that'll be man. You gotta tell me that.
What's the best sandwich?
Yeah, oh man. But nigga big on hotel. And then you see a goddamn bag of whatever you dip your hotel bag of Doritos. That's on play, that's on the people that fight. Yeah, you can taste the texture of the you know what I mean? And you know what kind of juice you gonna have.
Big ass glass of beer.
That's all one thing they put no taste.
Yeah, but the Lord set your body up to health. So where you got to be. Pretty much. Remember we used to go into that a lot. When you outside, even when he came back, he asked, is it in the food here? Because it was in the flesh that they gave him that when they get that raw fish. Yeah, so yeah, nigga ain't gonna be on no hunger strike in that day. Go ahead. Like, you ain't gonna come. Do that now. That's why this place is sad too, man. Boy, motherfucker on the homeless, like, please don't eat. Go ahead. Crazy, man. Yeah, but we don't see it when that food's out.
Second Ezra 16:18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Right, so the prophet Ezra, he saw it. And he said, what shall I do when these evils come? We're in the time of evil. The word evil break down a bad time. Man. Look at IG models and shit. This is gonna be a beautiful story. Like, the pride of is gonna be brought low. And again, that famine, and you don't see that as we read into this. Watch out, the famine is inside. You're gonna see that that's gonna be a strategic. Oh, that goes, okay, we try to pull that information out. Yeah, see, this is a strategic move. The Lord being a war tactician, man. The famine humbles you. A nigga can't act cool when he hungry. Nigga got a goddamn designer. Yeah, that shit can't play it off, man. You pull it up in a, you know, a foreign.
Right.
You got a designer belt.
You know, seafood
You
on
gonna eat that motherfucker, man.
You already know how people are when they don't eat out.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when a damn woman. She cranky.
Yeah, because
I haven't, I'm sorry, I haven't eaten. I should have better food. You niggas don't-
Well, God come in and batter his wife. The food ain't ready. Don't have a sneaker mode. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they had that sneaker mode. I'm not being myself with it.
That shit ain't gonna flip you over.
It's under Rico Franklin.
19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges.
Right, that's scourges. That's punishment. The Lord gonna scourge you by way of famine, misfortunes and calamities. And again, that's gonna it fits this place. The pride of America, you know? Niggas in front of the camera all day. This nigga walking around on this. Fuck, man. That shit gonna be all day. And you know right there, what's my scripture say, the lust of the eyes and the lust of the flesh. Yeah. Because you can't even get involved in that unless you study. You can't take a picture when you feel like a humble picture. Right. You got on a hoodie. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna take it out. Yeah. You ain't gonna be. Yeah, one spoon. And you just, you gotta stunt.
So they gonna fire your ass up.
Yeah. So this place is comprised by pride. Why? Because Esau, the proud, is in power. He governs over this system. By default, you're driven by pride. Like, go ahead. Yep.
I'm like, what?
Yo, make sure I Yeah, well, you know, we read Isaiah 47 to talk about that bitch coming down from a throne, sitting in the dust. Come down and sit in the dust on verse of God of Babylon. Right? So, yeah. Yeah. So that's going into the Lord humbling this bitch. Basically, it's going to come through the famine. Famine is going to be a strategic move to humble the faces of Babylonians. That's why when you read Isaiah, matter of fact, get that. Isaiah 65, it goes to the two extremes where you're going to have one voice in the Lord, and the other going to proud and howl. The next section is spirit. Come on.
God, this is Isaiah chapter 65,
Yep.
verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, my servant shall eat,
Yep.
but ye shall be hungry.
Right. So why does the Lord fix that? That proves that famine is going to be insanity. If the Lord promising that, you're going to eat, that means that, hey, that famine is going to be instrument, if you will, the Lord going to use to visit this place, man. And it makes sense because America built on food, bread and circus. Yeah, restaurants, that's all this place built on. Comfort food, what they call it? Comfort food.
That's why I got restaurants. That's why I got the drive-thru.
Yeah, drive-through.
DoorDash.
Yep, DoorDash. Yeah, easy access, DoorDash.
That's it.
Yeah, we know that we did. I know I got that.
That's a literal saying.
Yeah, finger at your fingertips.
Yeah, on the snap.
Yeah, that's it. That's the snare. The Lord set you up so he can snare you and take you. Yeah, man, the Lord is greater to be feared. He set this false security up. That standard gonna bring you suddenly, man. Supposed to tell you that. Give me that in the pocket. The suddenness of the famine. That's it. Yeah, that's how it's gonna come. Like a thief, like the brother said. You got your feet up and you hear this sound in the garage. You're gonna be driven to your feet like, oh shit, see the family gonna get everybody. Yeah, you was chilling with the remote. You heard a crazy crash. Boom, you gonna be like, oh shit. Especially when you was kicking it.
Pause the TV.
Yeah, you gonna
Turn everything off.
someone calls on they doing some crazy things. Drama and shit. You know, I ain't nobody that calls like
We know.
Kel. Yeah, come on, let's get that
Since 22. And suddenly, the song places appear on this song.
right, suddenly, the song plays on appear. Hey, that's that scene in the movie. Appear. You're going to see it. You're going to be in the scene. With things that are going to be right. You know, something ain't right here, man. That's good.
Just suddenly found empty.
Right, the four storehouses is going to suddenly be found empty. Dealing with your hub from the manufacturers all the way to the farmers to just public. That's the pipeline. The Lord going to cut the pipeline off. That's the strategy. Blockade the sea. Now you remember, Esau did that to us in 70 AD, cut off the supplies of the city. So the Lord's going to visit. That's how the Lord's going to cut off Babylon. The Lord's going to cut the supplies of the city off. Yep, he go, oh, well, yep, smite the sword, cut off the sword, and he that held the sickle. So the Lord is going to go to the source. There's going to be no way to escape.
So why they say about lose no breath?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's because I work the resource.
yeah, yeah. Get right to the source. Get the counsel out of there.
So you can find out that person got you have to I'm trying to think of this kind of plan where you can't take it. That's it. You might have to kill them.
Oh, well, say that, yeah. Yeah, the lack of bread. Hey, because right now people respect your boundaries. You know, and that's another step. You know, people actually respect your boundaries. You don't even know that that's a volatile situation. What respect? That's his house. And, you know, he got his little yeah, but it's gonna be a point. Nigga, look at you playing the hottest spaghetti. I know Go get to that point, man. Yeah, you gotta open up yourself a certain way. So,
watch the fire. They trying to sneak and hide and with it. No, they are family. You can't hide a bitch ass thing. You know, that's the home.
Nigga be collecting pieces first.
I'm talking about everything.
Got a bag, a sandwich bag full of
We
gonna get finished.
Like that show Black Summer. People
Oh, yeah,
desperate
yeah.
for anything. Then that woman, she I think she wanted to get in the car. She wanted to eat or something. She was so desperate. She said, "I'll suck your dick." Bitch is gonna be sucking dick for apples. He was with a man too. Yeah. Oh yeah. She was right. He had no problem with it. He was like, "Yeah, it's with a man." No problem. Women right now. That's why these women gonna fucking get it, man. They gonna get it the most.
Oh, they show you in the book of Eli. The girls say, "Can I come too?" You know, you still want to come with him, you know.
So get like that, man.
It's gonna get bad. The famine is gonna be emphasized, man. Yeah, the famine is very full form of punishment. That's why Isaiah 65, the Lord gave us a pep talk. He said you're gonna appreciate Isaiah 62 chapter that day. When the food gets scarce, you're gonna appreciate eating. You're gonna be like, oh, Lord said that, man. That's why we're gonna be rejoicing. The Lord said we were gonna eat. Nobody else told us we were gonna eat. The Lord.
Now, we're in the Christian part. You know, every day. Somebody wrong say what? You got a what? You hurt?
Yeah, Christianity, they like the daily bread. Nigga got some stamps. Way to fool, man. Christianity.
No, the Lord gonna give you. That daily bread. But just so you ain't gonna be just eat 3-4 times a day. You know what I'm saying? That's why we fast. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to eat, but you ain't gonna be like that,
The most important prayers you can ask for. Listen to this all imagine the family of the word. They already gonna convert. Then you gonna come to the family of this is real big.
Yeah. Family gonna hold up.
Because while Jake also wants the food, they also want the word at the same time.
Second Ezra 16. Yeah. But for all these things, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the story.
They're gonna make them go harder. They can't feed their kids.
Oh, yeah.
They can't provide for themselves. Never mind for this. They gonna be no 911.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I got no video of a lesson on the lady. She got stabbed by a chicken door. You know what I mean? This ain't have no help.
Shit, I'm just got pissed on the subway. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the subway got that motherfucker. That's a company,
That's a bad time to trouble, man. No, man. They gonna turn the fuck up, man. They gonna fuck up, man. That's why it's best. I was talking to this word, like, okay. You know what I'm saying? He said, Lord, they ain't hard. When they thought it rained, Doc after doing that raining. Lord, Lord sealed the up. That's what we gonna be doing.
That's why this is Noah's Lot 2.0. Everybody's drinking and sharing, man. As it was in the days of Noah in his life.
We'll learn to laugh that next time.
You gonna learn. You gonna learn.
You going to tell the easy way.
I was like, you gonna learn the easy way and the hard way.
Come on, praise God and glory. Labels out there and all
So how are you on to America, man?
Ex-baby. Water. Come on, ho. Okay.
Hey, I need you, brother.